I'm so excited for this quick video. I'm going to be doing a quick recap on the introduction to chapter 4 of The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. Now, Don Miguel Ruiz starts The Mastery of Love, the book, with the introduction, The Master. And in that chapter and in that introduction, he's sharing with us that the master lives within each and every single person. It lives within you. It lives within myself. And he shares a story of the gentleman that wanted to invite the master over to his home. And so he invited the master over to his home so that he can share his love with him. He can cook him a nice dinner at his house and he can just pay his respects. And what happened that night is that 3 different people came to the door, okay? And they were all not in his mind who the master was, but he was able to clothe somebody that needed clothes. He was able to, hydrate somebody that was thirsty. And he was able to, cover and shelter someone that needed shelter. And the lesson that the master was teaching them is that the master lives within everybody. And so when we give love, when we cover somebody with shelter, when we provide water, when we provide food, we're also providing that love to the master, which was an awesome introduction to the book. Next, he goes into the wounded mind, okay? The wounded mind, where we're all domesticated at a certain age in our lives, okay? So we're born perfectly, our emotional body is perfectly healthy, our emotional mind is perfectly healthy, but as we continue to grow older, our, parents or, the teachers or siblings that are older start to begin to, repeat different things about who they think we are. And we begin to believe those beliefs and, be domesticated by whatever is instilled within the people around us at a very young age. Okay. And we're always trying to, be on our best behavior, get the acceptance, the love by doing the right things. And he mentions, about, punishment, reward. Literally, we're domesticated and humans are domesticated, trained like animals, like a dog would be trained. That's literally how the human mind is programmed and trained since a very young age. Then he goes into the loss of innocence. And in that chapter, as we were talking about being born, our natural, as a human being, our natural tendency, if you look at little kids, you can see this, but it's to explore, it's to have fun. And as we grow older, again, we lose that sometimes. And we start to get super serious and we take what he calls the dream, okay? We take it so seriously when our true nature as human beings is to explore and to have fun. And then in chapter 3, he gives the story of the man who didn't believe in love. A powerful, powerful story about that man who didn't believe in love. But the moral of that quick story was when you try to give your happiness or give the responsibility of someone else to make you happy, that's when everything breaks into pieces and the relationship will not work. You should be responsible for your half, and the other person, whether it's your partner or the other person in the relationship, because there's always 2 people in a relationship, okay? The other person, whoever it is, has their half that they're responsible, and you are responsible for your half. And if we do that, okay, not putting the responsibility on somebody else to make us happy, but love or happiness is actually from the love that's coming out of us. So we are actually in control of that. Okay. And then chapter 4 was the track of love and the track of fear. And that chapter was an incredible chapter where he laid down the differences of what real love is and what is fear. And so based on the things that he's mentioning, like love has no obligations, fear is filled with obligation, love is, no control. You don't have to control somebody. That's not love. And then fear is full of control. Love is filled with respect. Fear is filled with disrespect. And he gives some great examples in that particular chapter. So we can identify and say, okay, maybe I didn't know that love doesn't have expectations, but fear is filled with expectations. And now I can have that understanding and awareness that, oh, in this moment, I'm filled with expectations. Maybe I'm on the track of fear. Let me put my attention on the track of love in the moment. And it's all by practicing and practicing and practicing. First is the awareness of, okay, what's the difference? I didn't know before, but now I know. Now I have to practice. Love in action. How do we master love? How do we master relationships? It's all about love in action, and it's all about practice, because practice makes the master. All right, super excited. I hope that was a quick reminder of what we've read the past, from the introduction all the way to chapter 4 in the Mastery of Love. And we'll see you in the next Read With Me session on chapter 5. All right, take care.